Hello there. We're going to look at proportion equations. When do we use these? We use these when answering questions such as this. And they begin generally, y is directly proportional to x. And you're then given some information that when y is 45, x is 9, and finally be asked to find out something. Generally, you get a bit of both. Find out what y is when x is 14, and what x is in this instance when y is 75. So how do we begin? Well, we write y. Now, this word here, proportional, we represent that information using this symbol here. What about x? Well, the key is here. It says it's directly proportional, which means that x is not raised to any power, or it's not a reciprocal, or it's not the square root, or what have you. It's just plain old x. So that's our first thing. And in the old days, it used to be worth 1 mark just for writing this statement. Next, we form the proportion equation. Now, equation has an equal sign. And we write k x. So this bit here, the proportion symbol, is replaced by this equals and this unknown k. Now, let's look at the rest of the information we were given. We were told that when y is 45, x is 9. And we're going to use that to find out k. So we replace y with 45 equals k. Remember, kx means k times x. And x was 9. Now, k times 9 we write, as I'm sure you know if you're doing a higher paper, 9k. We put the number in front. So our equation looks like this. 45 equals 9k. Now, it's such a straightforward equation. I'm sure you know what to do. You take the coefficient of k and put it beneath. It becomes the denominator of 45. Now 45 over 9 is equivalent to 5. So there we have it. K is 5. So now I can write the full equation. Y is equal to 5x. And then from there it should be easy. You should find it easy to work out what y is when x is 14. Here, I'll show you. Y is equal to 5 times x is 14. 5 times 14 equal to 70. What about the other question, B? It asked us, if we go back, to find out what x is when y is 75. So I replace y with 75 is equal to 5x. And again, it's one of those straightforward equations. You take this number here, the coefficient of x, and you put it underneath. So it becomes 75 over 5 is what x is equal to. In other words, 15. So there we have it. That's how you solve direct proportion problems. And to recap, that word there, you replace with this symbol here. Just get rid of that highlight. You replace the proportion symbol. Then, we look at the other information given. Directly proportional. So it's just going to be x. Now we form immediately afterwards, we form the equation. Y is equal to some constant, the constant proportionality, times x. Then you substitute in the values given. You'll almost always be given these, either obviously, or you might have to reread through the question. It might be hidden there somehow. And then you find out what k is, the constant proportionality, and then you finish off by finding the real equation with all numbers. Oh, just before I finish this video, just be aware that the wording might be slightly different for a direct proportion question. It might be such as this: y varies as x. But the approach would still be the same. Actually, let's give you some more information. And that when x is 7, y equals, I don't know, 52. Just quickly run through this. So you start off as before. You write y, the proportion symbol x, and you write y equals k x, and then we substitute in these values here. So 52 is equal to k times 7, and remember, k times 7 we write as 7k. So we finish off with this very simple two-term equation. 52 is equal to 7k, and from there we find that k is equal to 52 over 7. And remember, just got that one final step, we form the full equation. Y is equal to, get rid of k and replace it with 52 over 7x. Okay, thank you for listening.